This is so exciting. I'm sorry. I'm high key nervous as heck, and I'm trying to contain myself and be all professional. But I'm just excited and hype and nervous all at the same time. So y'all gonna have to excuse me. Okay. What's up, guys, and welcome back to Listen and Flow with Des B, a place where I'm just talking out loud and navigating life. This is episode 16. Yeah.
Hi, I'm Chelsey. And I have 3 kids.
Yeah. Who wants to go next?
Hey. I'll go. Hey, everybody. I'm Tay, and I have one kid. She's trying to get in the video now.
Hi, I'm Kamrie, and I have 2 kids.
I'm Ariel, and I have 1 kid, a baby girl, and she's 9 months.
Oh, sorry.
Hey,
Go ahead.
I have 1 baby.
I have 1 baby boy.
I am Nee Nee, and I have 2 little boys, a 9-year-old and an almost 1-year-old as of next week.
I'm Erika, and I have 1 son, and then I have 1 on the way due in October. So two boys coming up.
Am I off of mute?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm Ashley, and I have 2 girls.
I'm Sarah. I have 1 baby girl.
Hey, I'm Tohri. I have 1 8-month-old girl.
I'm Akira, and I have 1 girl. She's 7. She'll be 8 in September.
I think I'm the only one who hasn't gone. I'm Tylis. I have a 1-year-old son. His name is Makai.
I am joined by amazing mommies. And I am super excited because I'm just hype about the turnout, because I know we all have crazy busy schedules, but you guys have still found the time to join and add a little bit of light and share a little bit of your stories with the community, with my podcast. And I'm super grateful for you guys. So I'm going to go ahead and remind you guys that the artist of the month is Coca. I will be featuring a sample of her music at the end of this episode. We're going to hop into it, guys. So again, thank you so much for coming up here and taking time out of your day, man. I really appreciate it. So let's start off with, what are some lessons that you have learned from motherhood? You can put it in the chat box, or you can unmute. I guess you can do like a raise your hand thing. But I feel like that's like a classroom. I just don't want the audio to get mixed up with each other. I mean, I guess we can raise our hand, or you can put your answer in the chat box. But I want you guys to give me one of the biggest lessons that you've learned from motherhood. What has it taught you? It can be good, it can be bad. What y'all thinking? It's okay. That means
Definitely to have patience. Patience is definitely like the number one thing when it comes to parenting, and just letting your child grow and make their own mistakes. And even though he's only 1 year old, he's made a lot of mistakes.
Yes, patience. All right, Akira, I saw your hand up.
I was gonna actually say that patience. That's a big one. Patience, and just letting them do what they do, but just kind of structure them a bit.
Right. Oh, I got some experienced Zoom users in this call. I see y'all using the emoji to raise your hand.
I got one.
Yes.
Giving yourself grace as a mother.
Yes, for sure.
We're not perfect, and we get frustrated, we get mad, but we try. So don't let those moments, take a good job that you've been doing.
Exactly. Tay?
I agree. Totally agree with patience and being gentle. Having those moments to just reset, because like I tell myself, and I tell even at home, that we have bad moments, not bad days. So you may get upset with yourself, like, oh my gosh, I shouldn't have reacted that way.
Mm-hmm.
But it's okay for them to see that you're human and to see all of the emotions that we go through.
Right. I like that. Definitely like that. Kamrie, what you got?
I would have to say changing my mindset. I'm a firm believer, well, recently, in how your mindset is how your day will play out and how you will carry things. So patience is definitely one of them, but my mindset, like far as if I'm frustrated, I just look at it as, okay, just calm down. It's okay. And it will go how you want it to go when you change your mindset.
So how would breathing be like one of your key things to changing your mindset? Because I know with me, when I'm upset, like it's hard. It's hard to breathe.
Not even that. Like when I go to work, for instance, if I go to work irritated, my day is going to be irritated because I'm irritated. So everything that I come across is going to irritate me.
Right.
So just like being a mom, like if I wake up one day and I'm mad, everything my 4-year-old going to do is going to make me mad. So I just have to have a better mindset about everything. Just change my mindset positive. And not everything will be, positive, but it'll be easier to handle when you change your mindset. And it really helped me out a lot.
I like that. Thank you, Kamrie. Nee Nee, what you got?
The importance of prioritizing self. Similar to what the sister just said, like I've learned that if I don't wake up in time to like meditate, pray, like just give myself that time to like pour into me, then I'm irritating my child at everything, right? I'm angry, I'm upset, like everything is just pissing me off. And so I learned with my first son that self-care is so important, because when we fill our cups, then we can allow our children to get what's running over, and we're not trying to parent them from a empty space.
I like it. And I think that applies to other relationships too. Like I know we all heard or seen like posts like we can't pour from an empty cup. So I think it's rare that we apply that to our children. We're so used to like applying that to like other relationships outside of our home or inside of our home. But it's rare that we'd be like, dang, I can't even like parent how I want to if I'm not full. So I like that, like applying that to our children. That's cool. Bree, what you got?
Okay, so since I'm so new to this mommy game,
yeah, Bree's a new mom. Congratulations,
new mom.
Bree, man. How old is he now?
2 weeks today.
2 weeks. Oh man, congrats, Bree.
Yeah, 2 weeks today. Thank you. So I'm about to be learning a lot from a lot of y'all. So I appreciate everything. I'm taking it all in. But one of the things that being a new mom that I kind of have learned is to just like trust your instincts. And I don't want to say like not take advice from people, but a lot of people give a lot of unsolicited advice. So just kind of like being able to take that kindly and like listening to it and hearing it and pulling from what you feel that you need from other people's inputs, and just like I said, just kind of trusting your instincts and doing it the way that I feel is necessary for me and for my child.
I like it. So definitely instincts is really important. Ashley, what you got?
I really like what I was hearing. It's always nice to get validated or confirmed of, especially the self-care aspect, because I know mommy guilt is something that we probably, a lot of us deal with.
Yeah.
Trying to do things for ourselves versus, taking care of our kids, of course, which is number one. But excuse me, I had to learn that taking time for myself was really, really important. And I'm much happier taking care of me, then I can be able to take care of my children better as well. Also, one thing that I realized, like becoming a parent, I'm no longer in control of a lot of things. And that was a thing that was hard for me because I was controlling everything in my life. I did this, I was going to do that. But with children, that's a little different. So I had to accept what I could not control. So that was a big lesson for me.
I feel that. Me and Nee Nee have been talking about this for like almost a while now. I have to be in control of everything. Like I'm working on it. I'm working on going with the flow, but it's really hard.
It takes some time. Yeah.
Dude, I believe in motherhood. You can't control a lot, man. Tylis, what you got?
Just to piggyback off what everybody is saying, I think it takes just throughout the entire thing. It's a lot of sacrifice, a lot of time kind of given that you have to prioritize. And then just to piggyback off of what somebody else had said about the whole taking advice from other people. You really have to do what works best for you. Like anybody can, this is going to happen this way and this will happen this way. It literally has to do with your life and your lifestyle. So you do what's best for you, as you know what I'm saying, your learning and your journey. Like you do how you do as a mom.
Right.
Yeah.
Period. Nah, that's a fact. There's a lot of advice out there, and like a lot of it is unsolicited. A lot of it is like, okay, thanks, but no thanks. Like, appreciate it, but we're not gonna roll that way. But yeah, like a lot of it can be hard too, though, especially when it comes from certain people, because like you want to take it, but sometimes how it comes across is not, it's not the best. So yeah, I definitely agree with that. Bree, did you have something else you wanted to add? Your hand was still up, but I don't want to skip over you if you wanted to add.
Oh no, I was gonna also just add to that, like even unsolicited as far as like stuff that you see popping up on social media and stuff, like I would consider that unsolicited as well. Like becoming a new mom, I was going through so much stuff and reading so much stuff, and I was like, oh, okay. But so much conflicting that I just kind of had to like, I'm not even gonna pay any mind to any of this, and I'm just gonna roll with it when it comes and like do it like that, rather than thinking like, again, a control thing where it's like I want to have control of the situation. I want to know this and this so that I can react this way. Well, I'm gonna react how I react when it happens. So like prepared for any of it. So
exactly. Yeah. I like what you said. It's like an everyday thing for real. Like it's literally every day you're taking it day by day. It's something new. Like Zoe just started standing up and now she wants to stand up on everything. And it's like, when'd you start learning this? Like that was a whole different ball game, because I know she's about to start walking. It's about to get real. Somebody said, Erika said in the comment, she said, not to be too hard on yourself. Motherhood is a learning curve every day. Agreed. Akira, what you got to add?
Just piggybacking off of what everybody was saying. For me, I know two of my friends I was talking to, they do not have any kids, but they were like trying to get advice because they want to have kids. And they're like, so what do I do? I'm like, listen, it's no handbook. It's literally no handbook. So no solicited advice, no handbook. All children are different. So you got to go with the flow, go what you feel, go what you think is best, because it really is no handbook.
Facts.
Straight up.
Agreed. All right, so we're gonna move into our next topic, which is a little deep, but you guys might know where I'm going with this. Postpartum depression. If you have not experienced it, but you have at least experienced just adjusting to like this new body that you're in, like I would love to hear your experience with that, or if you're just looking for advice or you have questions on how people dealt with it. So I know for me, it took me a while to realize that I was even in it. And that's still hard for me to say to this day, because like to be vulnerable about something like that is really tough. But I think I didn't realize it until I was maybe like 2 months ago. Honestly, let me not lie. I probably accepted that I was experiencing it like a month ago. But I've also heard that once you realize it, that you're in it, sometimes it's kind of like too late, or you're like really in it where you're like, oh snap, like this is getting real. Hold on, wait a minute. When did I start feeling this way? And so it's been helping me more to do things like this, where I get input from other people, either hearing that they've been experiencing the same things or seeing how people have worked through it themselves. And I know a lot of it is like a hormonal imbalance, but like you still have to fight through it some way and somehow. So I'm really interested to see how people have been coping with it. So yeah, if you got any input, you can type it in the chat box, or you can raise your hand and I'll get to you that way. All right, Ashley, what you got?
So with my first one, I don't think I realized what I was going through at that time, and things just like seemed to pass and things got better, but I was like in a unstable. You okay, baby? I'm sorry, my baby girl.
It's okay. I'm apologizing. I've learned.
Thank you.
Yes.
So So yeah, and I was trying to get out of like a tumultuous relationship anyway. So I think that was like the fuel to my fire to kind of like push through and get into a better situation. But for my second one, I was in a stable relationship, all was well. So I was really in tune with myself at that moment. So I was able to understand where my feelings were coming from, what I was going through. And somehow I started to like listen to like positive things, listening to like self-help books and just like surrounding myself with like positive energy. And that's all I would think about. I would wake up early in the morning. I continue to do that. I wake up around 4 o'clock every morning and journal, meditate. I will work out. I'll do whatever I can for me, because that's the only time I really have for myself, to be honest. So I had to realize that helped me get through my postpartum, and I continue to do it to this day.
Yes, Ashley, that's one of my goals, to wake up early, because
oh, I love it. I set the tone for my day.
I know I feel so good when I do, but it's just getting up.
And that's the only part, is just getting up. And it's a mindset, it's a mind thing. You're the only person that's holding yourself back from doing it. So just do it. Like Nike.
Hey. Y'all hear that, Nike?
While I wear Adidas.
Oh. Thank you, Ashley. Tylis, what you got?
Body really tells you or prepares you for that, and it kind of just hits you. I went through a period of time where like I started everything, and during that time I was actually going through an abusive relationship, so it was extremely hard for me, because beating myself up while I was trying to continue to keep a family together while I was also, being abused at that time. So it was a lot. It definitely weighed down on me. I feel like sometimes it just made me feel like I was a terrible mom. And it's really nothing that I could do about it. I tried to work out. Like she said, I would get up early. I would try to cook breakfast. Like, the only thing that really helped me was getting myself and my son out of that environment and just putting myself in a different mindset. And just I can't even tell you like the formula for it. It slowly but surely went away. And I think I just started to appreciate myself more and my son. And it just love on my son even harder than I was, which, came out to be a good thing. But yeah, it's no formula, it's no answer to it. It just hits you. And you definitely lose yourself, because I most definitely lost myself. Went through the whole buying clothes thing, extra large clothes, trying to fit everything, just like, myself again and feel comfortable in my own skin. And it wasn't working. But yeah, I definitely think more mothers should talk about it, because it's not talked about a lot.
Exactly. Well, one, I want to say I'm proud of you for getting out of that situation, because it's not easy. So one, I'm extremely proud of you for doing that. That's a whole nother episode within itself, because toxic relationships, yikes, nah, bro. But no, seriously, that takes a lot of power, and especially to do that when you're going through postpartum. So thank you for sharing that, like, for real. Thank you.
Thank you for the platform to share.
Of course. Wow, we do need to talk about it more. Postpartum is crazy. Kamrie, what you got?
So with my first child, I had really bad postpartum. I knew what I was dealing with. I was in and out the hospital, but mine was kind of different. I didn't want to be away from Jonah, because I thought, any little thing, I'm hypochondriac, first of all. But any little thing, I felt Jonah, stop. Sorry. Any little thing, I felt that it didn't matter what it was. Like, I was unhappy with my job at the time. I just was unhappy with myself in general. And any little thing, a backache, I felt like I was gonna die. Like, this is real, like, serious. So I would go to the hospital. Nothing would be wrong. And I started feeling like, okay, why am I doing this? And at the time, that was my first child. So I was like, I want to be around for my child. Like, I don't want anything to happen to me. So that was what I was dealing with. But what helped me out a lot was I turned to God. I always, turn to God, but I was really deep in it. Just positive messages, TD Jakes, just getting to learn myself, know myself as a mother.
Right.
Because it was all new to me. Dealing with my own insecurities as far as being a mother. With this baby, he's 8 months. So honestly, I really did not have postpartum. I would have like the lonely blues a little bit. Like I feel like I'm lonely. But I really wasn't. It was just, new. This one, I'm more in tune with myself and in tune with being a mother. And I know I have to be patient with myself.
Right.
And like with my body, I was hard on myself at first because I lost a lot of weight before I had him. And I became patient with myself as far as saying, Kamrie, you just had a whole baby.
Literally.
9 months. You're a woman, you're amazing. God, got you this far. You went through 2 births and you're still here. You did something, a miracle. Like childbirth is, you can die from that. Like that's a miracle to me. Like when a woman has a baby. So I had to be patient with myself. I'm still patient with myself. I still want to, get my body back to where it is. But if I'm not in tune with it, then I'm not going to force myself because I know it's not going to be consistent.
Exactly.
So once I get myself in the mindset to say, hey, I'm going to be consistent, then I will do it. But right now I know myself. So I know like, hey, I'm not going to be consistent. So I'm not going to even do it for a week. And then I'm be disappointed. Expectations, I'm going to be disappointed. So I'm just like, I'm patient with myself. But yeah, this time, I didn't really have postpartum because I have a good support system. Like I said, I'm in tune with myself. I know what I'm doing as a mother. I'm not perfect, but yeah. So I came a long way. And I thank God.
Yes.
Having kids is hard, and having 2 kids is totally different. But like I said, I changed my mindset. So once I changed my mindset, everything else falls in place.
Thank you, Kamrie. I'm hearing like a key thing throughout this, like mindset. Mindset is really important. And that's one of the toughest things to change is a mindset.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing it. Cherese, what you got to say?
I would say like the first 2 to 3 months were like OD emotional, like crying for no reason at all, or the smallest reason, just a hot mess. So it's like a lot of emotions. It somewhat felt kind of like a release at the same time though. Like a lot of subconscious things were just kind of sitting and had no choice but to come to the surface. So it really did felt like a flush out almost. But yeah, so really emotional, really disconnected. Like I felt I was on the outside looking in at myself. I really almost like didn't really recognize myself anymore. Like physically, mentally, I just like, I don't know this person. So those are both key things. I would say like the first 4 months, but what kind of helped me was being in nature. Like we went on walks every day, sitting in the sun. My family was big key. Just having people around helped a lot. And yeah, that was pretty much it. It wasn't like a drastic change for me to like say I'm out of postpartum. But I guess the hormonal aspect just kind of faded itself out.
Wow. I like that too. Ashley said it in the chat box too. She likes the idea of cleansing. I like that too. It's like a release. It's like things coming to the surface.
Like you give birth and rebirth yourself at the same time.
Boom. Boo. That part. Nee Nee said something in the last episode that we had for this month. She said it's like a newborn. It's like you're a newborn again. Like you just gave birth, but you also giving birth to a new version.
It really is. It's the strangest feeling.
It is. Wow. Thank you for sharing. Erika, tell us about your experience.
My experience, I had my son at 21. And so I had to drop out of college, move back home, just change up everything. I lost friends. So I think my postpartum for my first son sparked from that. I just feel like I was in a hole by myself, lonely. So I had to seek therapy. And once I seeked out therapy, I felt like that helped a lot. Just an outsider, giving me advice, something that my mom or my father couldn't give. And then I just had to realize that my life, my path is different, and that's okay. And then once I moved back home, made friends and more connections with other moms. And so I got through it. So it was just a simple thing of learning, like, this is my life. It's okay. I'm young. I can get through it. And I have.
Yes.
That's just part of my journey. Yeah.
And Erika, tell us how far along you are, because Erika about to give birth, y'all.
Yeah, I'm about to pop. My face is chunky. I'm pretty much 8 months pregnant. I gave birth October 1st. So yeah, we got a month to go, basically.
A month to go, you got this.
Yeah, so hopefully this go around, I will not experience that. I'm in a happier space than I was almost, 4 years ago.
Wow, that's amazing. Well, I'm happy for you. I'm super happy for you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Tohri, what you got? If you driving, Tohri, don't pull over.
My bad.
Good.
We're just trying to move a spot. But okay, so my experience, I'm a new mom, so it's my only child. And right when I found out I got pregnant, I was a newlywed too, and my husband's in the Army. So right when I found out I got pregnant, I found out I had to move all the way across country to California from Virginia. So I had no idea what I was doing. It was just a lot of pressure. So basically when we moved, it was just, I was alone. My husband was working like 12-hour days, 14 straight. Like, so I was just alone, very, very lonely. Then when I had my daughter, it got even harder. So I had to come to terms that I was experiencing postpartum depression. And it was rough. I'm not going to say I'm out of it, but it's getting better. And I found what helps is definitely getting up early. That just taking care of myself first. That really helps because I'm taking care of my daughter, taking care of the house, take care of my husband. So just finding time for myself really helped. And then also I went back home, and that experiencing my village was the biggest thing for me. I got to sit back and see and give myself grace and realize that it's, I did as much as I could. I do as much as I can. So I was really hard on myself. I realized I was really, really hard on myself. So coming back home and seeing that, like, it's not me, like, it's just being a mom is hard. So it's hard to be perfect. And especially doing it by myself. I had no one there. My husband, he helps when he can, but I'm alone. I have no friends out here. So just, give myself grace, and experiencing my village really helped me a lot. So I was so excited to see everybody. Oh my gosh. Kamrie and Chelsey, like, I still want to see y'all so bad. I'm mad I missed y'all. Well, I saw Kamrie, but I wanted to hang out with, I wanted the babies to hang out and stuff. But, so I got sick. So
well, I'm glad you came
but
back.
all love. I'm gonna come back. Watch. I'm looking at flights now.
Thank you for sharing, Tohri. All right, let's go to Tay. Tay, what you got to say? Tay,
so I had my baby at the start of the pandemic when everything first shut down. So I couldn't have my mom there in the room like I wanted. I couldn't have, them come and help take care of us when we first got home or any of those things. Couldn't even take the pictures in the hospital. So everything was just like, it was really hard. I mean, I'll say that I enjoyed just being her dad and I in the hospital. It was like very intimate. That was awesome. But when we got home, I was very emotional because I'm like, I just want my mom here. My baby was a ninny baby. I call it ninny. All she wanted was breast all the time. And so that was really hard. But what helped me was, one, getting outside, walking. And my best friends, they had their kids at the same time. So like one friend is like literally the same day, 1 month older than my daughter.
Oh my gosh.
And we all live like right next to each other. My best friend lives right next door to me. So it helped to be able to call them and say, hey, you just went through this. How does this work? What am I supposed to do? I'm lost. So that helped. My family would call and do FaceTimes with the baby and read books around bedtime, bath time. And then of course, when I finally got out the house, that was even better. So it was hard being locked down in the house and not being around my support system.
Right.
But yeah. So yeah, I think I'm just getting over it and trying to learn how to love my body. She's 2. So learn my body again. It's a journey. It's it's a journey. I'm not trying to race it. I'm still being gentle with myself. It takes time.
Right. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Right. I was trying to tap into those thoughts of postpartum because I had my child in 2014. So
Right.
I had to tap into how I felt then. But
Chill.
my 21, I got pregnant at 21, had her at 22. Oh my gosh, when you say solicited advice, like it was so many people telling you so many things. I didn't know what to do. New mom. Just my emotions, mine was everywhere. Didn't know what to take, what thoughts, what to go with. So that left me in a bad, not a bad state, but like just all over the place.
Right.
So, but it took me a little second to get out of that, just because you had to learn your body, learn your child, know that, you're not perfect. It's just going to take time for you to, get into the routine. And once I got into the routine, got the fact that you cannot take solicited advice, you got to just go with the flow, know, and learn you, and not, and like other moms said, not be hard on yourself. Just take a breather, take time to yourself. And when I did get out that state, like it was a blessing. Yes. And just, yeah, so.
Thank you for sharing.
So I didn't experience postpartum with my older two, which is 6 and 4, but with this last one, who is 2, I experienced postpartum maybe 2 months after. After I had her, and it was the beginning of the pandemic. And I realized that I was not myself. I realized I was in the bed. I realized I wasn't really doing much of anything like outside of taking care of the kids. And I had gone through like a depression before. So I kind of was like, okay, this behavior looks a little familiar, girl. Right. Are you okay?
That's what I said too.
I was just really in my mind. I was the whole month of July. I just remember every day, like asking myself, girl, are you depressed? Girl, I think you depressed. Girl, you need to get it together. Okay. So if you know, this is what's going on, I had to coach. And sometimes it's like that. You got to coach yourself. You got to talk to yourself, because only you know how you feel. And nobody, we don't talk to people. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I don't really talk to a lot of people or respect. So I got to make sure I'm good. So it eventually, went away. The more I kept positive, the more I kept, gave myself credit for doing the best that I was doing. I told myself that I wasn't going to worry about, like, if I didn't put the clothes away that day, I'm not going to beat myself up about not putting clothes away. If I left a dish on the sink, I'm not going to beat myself about leaving the dish on the sink. If the kids, one of the kids took a bath and 2 of them didn't, I'm not going to beat myself if I did the best that I could that day. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not, so don't get it mistaken, but I'm just saying, like, little tasks like that and I'm a single mom. So I'm doing a lot, working full time. It's a lot. So I just, again, going back to that grace piece, as long as you are trying your best in those moments that day, then, you can't, what more can you do? As long as your kids are taken care of, fed, dressed, bathed, whatever, have shelter, whatever, thank God, everything's okay. And I'm out of it, but I do still have moments where I'm like, okay, it'll be a couple days, and I'm like, okay, girl, you okay? I'll check in, and I think that's important. Ask yourself. We ask everybody, how you doing? How you doing? You okay? You okay? We need to look in the mirror, and we need to ask ourselves as women, as mothers, as wives, like, girl, you good? You know what I'm saying? And keep it real with yourself. Keep it real with yourself. And if you're not, that's okay. That's okay. Go through the emotions and figure out why you're feeling that way, and come up with a plan and conquer it. Because that's what we do. We conquer everything.
Period.
We're women. Period.
Everything. Period. We're women. Nah, for real. We are powerful. Like, seriously, super powerful. And like, every person in here, like, is super powerful. And every person in here, like, I really like you guys and appreciate you guys. Like all you guys on Instagram. I'm like, every time I go on your page, I'm like, oh my God, you guys are cool. No, for real. That's why I'm so hyped, because I really do, like, I feel like I'm connected to like everybody in this space, either through us following each other or us actually like personally having like a relationship, like one-on-one. Like I appreciate you guys. Bree, what you got? And I'm going to Nee Nee, I'm going to go to Sarah, and then I'm going to go. It says family, but I can't see your name, family. Are you my family?
Oh no. Yeah, it's me, girl. It's Jazz.
Hey, Jazz. It's my cousin, y'all. Hey, Jazz. What's up,
hey, girl. Hey, ladies. Love and light. Hey, beautiful ladies.
Hi, so I'm going to get to you too, Jazz. I'm going to go to Bree next. Yeah, I'm going to go to Bree and then Nee Nee and then Sarah. Then
okay, cool.
All right, bet. All right, Bree, what you got to say? And go ahead, sorry.
Oh, no. Well, so I think I might have more of like a question. So my pregnancy was like very emotionally traumatic. I was like very much not myself. My hormones, y'all, were kicking my ass. Like when I tell you I cried 85 to 90% of my entire pregnancy every single day for like hours, I'm not kidding. So I was very aware of like the postpartum thing, and I was really worried about it, and it expressed the concerns with like my midwives and stuff. And like I said, I've only been in this for like 2 weeks, so I feel great. Like it was actually I feel so much better than I did while I was pregnant. Like I feel so much more myself. Like it's kind of like the complete opposite, I feel like, of what I was expecting. But I'm really just sitting here kind of like, okay, is this gonna like sneak up on me? Like when is it gonna come? Like, will it come? Like, what am I gonna, like, how do I know if I'm feeling these types of, like, this certain type of way? Like, what do I expect or not expect? Or should I just not expect it and keep doing as I'm doing? So I feel fine. Like, I don't know. It's something I was really scared of, because I was really like I said, just emotional duress, like very depressive throughout my entire pregnancy. Like, and I was really terrified that was going to kind of follow me and just snowball even more into the postpartum part of this. So, but like I said, I feel great now. I just don't know, like, is this something that could come up like a month from now or 2 months from now, or will I be good for 6 months and it pop up? Like, I don't know.
Right. All right. So I'm going to answer a piece of mine. And then if you want to answer Bree's question too, I want you to go ahead and type it in the chat box. And then if you already had your hand up and you wanted to add something to Bree's question, then you can add it once I get to you too. So that way we keep it on the same topic. But I want Bree's question to definitely be answered. So for me, Bree, it popped up. One, you're a trooper. You said you were crying 85% of your pregnancy?
Yeah, so I just was very at odds with the father of my child, and like it was a very messy situation that he kind of created for me. So a lot of conflicting feelings with that, and just it was bad. It was really bad.
I'm sorry you had to go through that, one, because if you're pregnant and carrying somebody's child, you need to be treated like royalty, period, point. Yeah. But for me,
I still got my little baby now, so we're good.
Yes, your angel. For me, it popped up. Like I said, I noticed I was in it about a month ago. So at first, I don't think I was in it. I think it did pop up. Now, as far as preparing, I see some. Kamrie said, "Don't expect, go with the flow, continue to feel great, and you will know." Wow, that was poetry right there, Kamrie. That rhymed. No, but for real, I know some people. Hold on, let me minimize the group chat. Like, don't expect it, kind of, because then you're kind of bracing for it, and you might take away from like your present joy. So I would say don't try to brace for it, but just carry about your day in the best spirits that you can. That's my opinion though, because I know some people do believe that you should prepare for it. You know what I'm saying? And gather all of your things and make sure you have the support. So if it does hit, you're good. But yeah, I would just say I wouldn't want to expect it, because I know how I am. If I'm expecting something, which I'm trying to get out of the habit of, then I'm my mind's constantly there and I'm not in the present moment. And it's just like, if it is going to hit you, then like just cherish these moments now. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be dreading it now and it hasn't even come yet. But that's my opinion. And I think, like I said, if you want to add stuff to the like chat box, go ahead and add it for Bree. Erika said not to be too hard on yourself. Motherhood is a learning curve. Oh, wait, that was from earlier. Sorry. Tylis said, don't expect anything. My pregnancy was a nightmare. To not experience postpartum after is truly a blessing. Love on yourself and your child. Just be happy in the moment. I definitely agree. For sure. If you guys have anything else to add, please continue to add it. Oh, Abby's trying to join. We only got 2 more questions, y'all. I promise. My friend's joining now. But go ahead. Let's go to Sarah. Sarah, what you got to add? Then Nee Nee and then Jazz. So Sarah, what do you have to add? How was your postpartum experience?
So I would say I was depressed while I was pregnant because it was a toxic relationship. So I ended up doing everything by myself. So I was very lonely. I was nervous that it was going to go into postpartum, and it did. One thing I would like to say for Bree, I know you said that you don't know if it's going to hit. Don't be afraid to ask for help. I had to learn that the hard way, especially as a single mother. I felt like I needed to do everything. But ask for help, whether, it's family, friends, find a good support system and stick with them. It was hard. I didn't recognize myself. I had to find myself. I'm still finding myself today, now. But yeah, it's something that you gotta figure out. And I think, I'm not sure, I can't remember who said it, it's like a rebirth. You have to learn how to love yourself again, learn to do what you love and not feel guilty about it. Find self-care, therapy, if that's what you want to try to. I did try that. It worked for the most part. But just find a good support system and don't be afraid to ask for help. Yes, that part. Asking for help is everything. Ask for help wherever you can, from trusted sources, of course, because you don't want anybody just helping. But definitely ask and find help for sure. Thank you, Sarah. Nee Nee.
Yes. So it's beautiful listening to all these different stories, because when you think you are experiencing things, like you're isolated in that experience, to be on this conversation and to hear how similar our experiences are is like, wow. So for me, I have a 9-year-old, and that pregnancy was also very, it was just ghetto, y'all. Like, we gonna have to have a whole session on co-parenting in itself, because that shit is ghetto. But so me too, though. I went through an abusive relationship with the father of my first child, and it started while I was pregnant. So like, I mean, having a baby, bringing a baby into this world as a new mother, but also being physically abused by the person that you're desiring to have this family with is wild. And I think another mother said the same thing, but I think it was Ashley said the same thing, like just trying to get through it, that I didn't even realize. I mean, I'm sure I was depressed, but I was so focused on like, I got to get out of here, or like, I'm going to kill him, he's going to kill me, and then my child is going to be without his parents. So the first time it was challenging. The second time around, I will definitely say I experienced postpartum. I am more aware now, more tapped in and in tune. So the postpartum for me looked like anxiety. I would get overwhelmed whenever I thought about like all the things I had to do. I was like running away from the bills. I was just running away from everything, because it was like literally my mind couldn't process another thing. And so I was like, okay, I can only do with what I can do today. But I will say what helped me around this time around was community, sisterhood. Like, I have a lot of beautiful, beautiful mommies in my life that I just would call and be like, talk to. I would just talk to my friends. And that really helped me a lot. And then just having a supportive partner. It's funny because I feel like men, they show up, right? But it's like, and sometimes you can still feel isolated even with a partner. So I've been on both ends where I've been a single mom. I was a single mom for 9 years with my oldest, but then also being in partnership now. And it even still, it feels sometimes like as a mother, especially because I was nursing, that I was still like having to do a lot because I was nursing. But my partner definitely like amazing. So this time around, the community and the support system, the tribe really, really held me down. Yeah.
Shout out to the tribe, Nee Nee.
Shout out.
Thank you so much, beautiful, for sharing. Yes. And Jazz, what you got to say, Jazz? Family. Cuz.
Yeah, I'm right here. I'm sorry, I had to get the kitties situated. But I just want to say thank you, Destiny, for this platform, for all the ladies. I just appreciate, like you said, everybody's story. And, it's good to have this support in a group to, just confide in and just, have somebody to talk about to relate to,
Right.
My postpartum experience, I guess, was like this last pregnancy. This was my rainbow baby. Look, I feel whole emotion already. I hate
it's
this.
Okay. It's okay. You got this, Jazz.
I know. I lost my mom. So it was really hard, this time around. Because, that was my rock. I don't know if I'm an only child, so yeah.
Audrey was amazing. My cousin, that's Jazz's mom. She just passed last year.
Ooh. Yeah, so I have 3 kids. I have an 8-year-old, I have a 2-year-old, and I have an 8-month-old. So I would definitely say praying. God is amazing. That's the number one thing. You got to stay prayed up, like no matter what. And self-care. We forget that, as women, as moms, we forget that as being wives, as being single moms, we forget that self-care. And that's important because if we can't take care of ourselves, we can't take care of them, Whew, God, look, I'm trying to get it together, y'all.
You got it, girl. I'm proud of you for even being up here and speaking. I saw when your hand, and I knew it was you, and your hand went up. I was like, oh, yeah.
Yeah, because, I was kind of nervous at first, because I isolated myself in this postpartum too, even still, I go through it. Like, I think her name was Brianna, don't expect it, and like she said, enjoy the moments that you have. When you're happy, when you see your baby smile, and doing different things, enjoy that. Don't worry about what's to come, because we never know. That's just life. That's just life. And like she said, support system is always good to have people to support you. Somebody always to confide and to talk to. That's really important. And I commend all you ladies, and I send love and light to all you ladies. You're doing a great job. Continue to do what you're doing. And just, pray about it. Give it to God and keep doing the best you can do. That's it.
I love you, Jazz, bro. I'm over here getting teary. I know, bro.
I know. I love you too, Destiny. Thank you for inviting me. Thank you for, this platform. I love you so much. Thank you for, you just being who you are. And that's just amazing, baby. I love you.
I love you too, Jazz. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Ooh. All right. All right. Thank you, Jazz. Not for real. Thank you. And Audrey's with you, man. She is with you every step of the way. That's one of the greatest support systems you got. Honestly, man. She's with you. Woo. All right.
All right. Love y'all.
Thank you again, Jazz. You got a whole bunch of love in the chat box. You got a whole bunch of love, Jazz. We love you, man. Thank you.
I love you guys too. I appreciate it, man. And we're going to do great things as this group. I see this, I don't see you going nowhere but up there. Keep doing your thing, baby.
Thanks, man.
Keep doing your thing.
Shout out to family, bro, for real.
Whoop, whoop.
All right. If I didn't get to you about the postpartum, please go ahead and type your experience in the chat box. I'm going to move on to our next topic really quick. And then I just got one more to wrap it up. And then that'll be it for us, guys. Again, thank you for your time. But the next question that I have, any tips that you guys have as far as sleeping tips for the babies, sleeping tips for the mommies too. But any tips you guys have, self-care, things that you guys do for self-care, because as we see, like self-care is really important. That's another reoccurring thing that comes up, what you guys do for self-care. Give me one good tip. Anybody that wants to add, go ahead and raise your hand. If your hand's already raised, then I'm gonna call on you again for this topic. If you don't want to raise your hand, you can go ahead and drop your tip in the chat box. Abby, can you hear me? There's Abby. Can you hear me?
Yes, girl.
What's up, Novi? What's up, Noble? That's baby Noble. Yeah.
Hey.
Nee Nee, this is Noble. Noble and Savin are gonna be one.
Hi, Noble.
Hi, Noble. They're about to turn one.
Hey, mama.
So yeah, raise your hand or drop some tips in the chat box, anything that you got for any mom. So let's go with Tylis. Tylis, what is a tip you have?
For single moms, just get as much rest as possible. I'm ready to add one more. Like they said previously, do not be afraid to ask for help, because it can definitely get overwhelming. It can stress you out. That enough, but stress will kill you. Prioritize your time. I know it seems hard. Prioritize your time with yourself and your baby. Do what makes you happy. That's the big self that I can give. Is just doing whatever makes you happy at the end of the day.
Thanks. Thank you, Tylis. Abby, what you got?
Honestly, I'll definitely piggyback off what I'm sorry if I didn't get her name, but whoever just spoke. Definitely take care of yourself. Honestly, happy mom is definitely a very important. Being a nursing mother, it can get very tiring, like it's overwhelming, especially like, no one else can feed your baby but yourself. So you gotta be able to put yourself first, take care of yourself, and, just make sure you're eating right, you're mentally, physically, emotionally stable. Because, even having like a support system, like you can have all the help you have, like you get, but it could only be so much, Yeah. So I mean, I would always say, like, take care of yourself, take care of, your surroundings, meaning like your significant other. I'm very thankful for Joe. He is literally everything. If I'm like emotionally like overwhelmed, he'll come in and like, help out. But, just I would also say, like, I don't know if I'm saying too much already, but just having another baby too.
Yeah.
It can be a little complicated. Just and I'm working on trying to breastfeed both at the same time, so that can be a little. I know that's gonna be a big challenge in my life, but I have to like mentally prepare myself for that. So just make sure that you're always staying positive, meditating, doing yoga, and yeah, that's the only tip I think I can give.
Thank you, Abby. No, that was great. That was great. Thank you so much, and congratulations, Noble. Hi, Noble.
You're gonna be a big sissy. Say hi.
Hi. All right, Cherese, what do you do? What are some tips you got?
So my biggest one is go outside. Like, even if it's 10 minutes, go for a walk, just stand in the sun, anything. I feel like being outside is a big mood booster for you and the baby. So that's one. And then also, I know schedules are like good to have, but also hard to keep on point with. So I would say like a loose schedule
For like me, I get overwhelmed very easily. So at least I have written down what I need to do. It kind of puts me at ease for the day, but don't be so hard on yourself if you got to follow it to the T, because it's not going to happen.
Right.
Yeah, that's it.
Facts. I get so caught up in like my planner, and I'm like,
see, no, that's why I said loose.
Right, loose. I heard that.
Schedule.
I was like, she said schedule, but you put loose before
loose.
it. So
I outlined.
Okay, got it. Highlight it. Loose. Got it. Thank you, Cherese. Tohri, what are some tips you got?
I piggyback off of that. Going outside really helps a lot to just get your mind clear for a second. It's good for baby too. And it's just nice to, you know, get a different surrounding because I work from home. So I found just going outside, changing scenery, that helps. And I also would say, like, I'm a big planner too. Like, I have my planner and I like to write down my to-do list and just feel productive. And I found like I felt defeated when I wasn't able to cross things off. But I found, you know, just being able to take care of your child, that's a big responsibility in itself. Your child's fed, that's really all that matters. So I found just writing down what I actually got to do for the day and just seeing what I actually do, like seeing how big it is. It may be small, but to me it's big. Like I was able to feed my child, for example. Like I found just making a list of what I actually got to complete for the day made me feel productive, if that helps.
I like that idea, like not writing a list of everything you need to do, but writing a list down of what you actually did. Like, let me see all of the things I did. Like, did I eat today? Because for me, that's a huge, it's a huge obstacle. Like, I haven't been eating like I should be. Like, I might eat like one good meal a day, and that's not okay.
It makes you feel proud of yourself. It really makes you feel proud.
Exactly. I like that. Write down what you did do. Don't worry about what you didn't. Write down everything you did do. I like that. Chelsey, what's the tip you got?
Raising my hand.
You raising your hand, girl.
Oh, child. Y'all know sleep. My kids. That's one thing I don't get. Okay. So I can't help you in that department. So if y'all got some tips on how to sleep, when to get a 2-year-old baby off the boob, y'all can let me know in the comments because I'm struggling in that area. So for anybody that's struggling, peace be with you. Pray for me and I'm gonna pray for you.
Period. Hey, look, if you can help Chelsey, if you can help me too with sleep tips, go ahead and drop them sleep tips in the comments. And if you are breastfeeding and you got your baby off of your boob by 2 years old, Chelsey said, go ahead and drop them tips in there too. Okay. Sorry, I don't breastfeed, but I do formula. So if anybody has any tips that they want from formula, I got you. But let me see. Who else? Let's do Tay.
She said getting the baby off the breast?
Yeah.
Oh, I could not wait. Oh my goodness. To get my body back to just me. What helped me was I actually went away on a trip for a week.
Oh,
we had to separate. We had to separate because if she was anywhere near me or smelled me, then it was like she's gonna want to nurse. She's gonna want to be on me. She's gonna take it out and do it herself. So separating helped. I know when you first come off, your boobs are really, really hard. So I've heard that cabbage helps. Massaging it out. Don't pump, but I mean, you still have to pump a little bit. I would do like short pump sessions just to squeeze it out and to give myself some relief. Warm compresses, if you have a heating pad, or just taking a warm rag and putting it on there, that'll help with pain. But yeah, that's my little spill because I couldn't wait.
Ariel. Hi, girl. What tips you got?
Okay, so I saw someone put in the chat on how to get like a heavy milk supply. So I breastfeed exclusively. Like my baby, she doesn't take a bottle at all. And for a while I was pumping, but I stopped pumping because I was producing way too much. So I drink like a lot of body armor, like the light version, and like coconut water. And I just feel like staying hydrated and pumping. So after I fed her, I would pump. So I would feed her and then I'll pump at the same time, pump both boobs for like 10 minutes and I'll get like 10 ounces. So I feel like it's really about Because when they're so small, they're not really drinking that much. I know that's what I like worried about. I was like, oh my gosh, she's not eating. But they're not going to drink that much when they're little. So if you pump, you're also helping your body. Hey, I need to produce more milk because she's emptying the breast, but really it's the pump doing it. So I feel like that's one thing really like good to get a good supply. And then also I feel like a lot of people breastfeed and then they like stop or they struggle with it. But I feel like that's because people don't know, like you can reach out to like a lactation consultant. They could do it virtual. Like your insurance will cover it. Even if you don't have insurance, I think you still get like 3 free like talks. So I feel like if people knew that they could reach out, they can go to a lactation consultant. It's not just like once they leave the hospital, it's like, all right, you're on your own, figure out how to breastfeed. Because just get the help. If you're struggling, get the help. Because I love breastfeeding. I know it's not for everyone, but if you want to do it and then you struggle to do it, there's ways to like get the help you need.
Yes.
Thank you.
I plan on, well, y'all can like DM me about this or put in the chat box. But the next baby I have, I want to do like half and half. If that's like, sometimes I heard that's frowned upon. Sometimes I heard it's perfectly normal to do breastfeeding and formula. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about that too. You can DM me about that. We don't got to talk about that right now. But that is something I was looking into. So my last question to you guys, because like we didn't go like super deep into everything. We went pretty deep with postpartum, but there's so many topics and things that we could dive into about motherhood, and like that would be like a whole day's worth of an episode. But there's a lot of different things that come with motherhood that I feel like aren't talked about enough. So like I encourage you guys, like if you do have a new mom, and it's solicited advice, because I know we talked about unsolicited, but if you know a mom that's struggling and she asks you for help, like talk about these things, like honestly, and just you guys being vulnerable right now about your situation has probably helped somebody. And my thing with my podcast is like, whoever's meant to find it is going to find it. So I pray that a mom is listening to this now, because it can get really dark sometimes. And like we've already said, it feels really like lonely. Like even if you do have a partner, it's like they don't feel what you feel. You know what I'm saying? Like they didn't push out this baby. They were with you, but it's so different when you're the one going through like these hormonal changes and everything. Like so it can feel really really lonely sometimes. So it's important that we have these type of communities. But my last question is, what are some up and coming things you guys have going on? I love to end my episodes with this. What are some businesses that you guys have that you want to plug people into?
I'm currently in school for tattooing. And
hey!
From not too far from now. So that's page.
Congratulations.
That's what I got going on.
Awesome. If you want to get tatted up, go ahead, tally up. Yes. Are there any other mommies in here who want to share what they got going on, or have any questions for where they can find resources at, like therapists, anything? I go to therapy. Chelsey, what you got going on?
So I was just gonna put out there that I love to work out. I love to experience a good workout. I love feeling good. I love the aftermath of working out. I love the results of working out. I do Herbalife. I'll fully invest myself in any of you women that queens that want to work out, whether it be virtual. Tohri, hey girl, hey, I know I missed you. We'll connect, but Destiny says she's going to drop the IGs. So if you girls ever want to connect and do a great workout or whatever, I'm more than willing and down to doing that. I'll be available to you guys. So that's just what I wanted to put out there. And if you guys are interested in Herbalife and want to know more about Herbalife, you can, give me a holla, whatever. We'll connect.
Yes. Thank you, Chelsey. Cherese, I saw your hand was up. And if it wasn't, then I'm calling you out because
I'll put it down because I ain't have the dates yet. But
no, but
I'm
even if you don't, go ahead. Sorry, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, you said that's going. So I'm about to do an art show next month, and I'm also dropping a new coloring book next month. I don't have the exact dates yet, but yes, so I will post that if you guys want to follow my Instagram. And if you need any pictures, holla at me.
She does amazing pictures. Amazing, Cherese. Like seriously. She did me and Zoe's first photo shoot together. God, that was so fun. Nee Nee, what you got going on, kid?
So I just want to say thank y'all all for just being so vulnerable. This was so beautiful. I'm so grateful to be a part of this. And so I myself, I host space for Mommies. It's funny, Des and I was just together earlier at a mommy meetup that I had. And so my intention right now is to create exactly what we're doing here, create a space where mothers can connect to not only one another, but to resources that we need for ourselves and our families to live healthy, happy, whole lives. And so if you want to know more about that, follow me. Well, we can connect on Instagram, but I'm for all of it. I'm talking about let's go to a strip class, let's hike, let's work out, let's paint. Let's just do all the things, man.
Yes, Nee Nee. Yes. Thank you. Oh, and Nee Nee got a new, she working on a podcast too.
And I'll be releasing
thank you
a mommy it's a mommy podcast, like talk show vibes, but just really like this, like having these candid conversations. Like I said, that's what got me through postpartum this time, is like literally calling my girlfriends. So I want to bring that to moms so that we can do exactly what we're doing, be like, yo, me too. Oh shit, like I'm not alone.
Exactly. Akira, drop your Instagram before you go. Sorry.
You're so beautiful. I'm so proud of you, mama. Like I'm so proud of you. You are so beautiful. Okay.
Thank you so much. Destiny. Hi. I like to do podcasts and I am a licensed real estate agent. If you guys want to buy a house, hit me up. If you guys need help with first-time home ownership, hit me up as well. And I am a personal trainer. I'm trying to get back into that. And I'm also a teacher. So yeah, whatever you guys need. Well, I'm a PE teacher. So if y'all need help with math, don't hit me up because I don't know math. But yeah, that's what I do. And I have a platform called Dose of Poetry. And we're about to get started with community outreach again in the local Richmond area. And I'm working on with my friend, we're gonna do a giving day. So we're going to give away a lot of free clothes. I got a lot of stuff to give away. So if you have anything that you want to give away, or if you have a business that you know that has like free samples or something, then just keep an eye out for Dose of Poetry. We're going to be working on some stuff. But yeah, guys, I want everybody to go ahead and drop their Instagrams or like any point of contact, whether it's Facebook or whatever, like drop whatever your Instagram name is in the chat box. I'm going to go ahead and read off some of our chat box things while we drop those. Let's see. Breathe and stay hydrated. Yes to hydration. So much stress can be alleviated just by drinking water. Ooh, I heard that. I need to drink more water. Working out also helps as well. Really contributes to letting go of frustration. Yes, I want to take a boxing class. Anyway, side note, sorry. Love on yourself. Know that you are doing the best you can. Take a minute to relax and enjoy yourself. Yes, working out is definitely something that helps me. Oh, Ashley said, go cold turkey, baby. When it comes to breastfeeding, I think that's what you put that, go cold turkey. Erika said, does anyone have tips on how to get, heavy milk supply? Yep, Ariel dropped some amazing tips. Be kind to yourself, Sarah said, and working out has helped me also. Bree said, my phone may die soon. If it does, which I think it did. I don't see Bree, which I think it did. She said, my phone may die soon. If it does, thank y'all so much for the words of advice and support. Hearing everyone's stories has in itself been very comforting and helpful. Her IG is B Hackley. Sleep as soon as they go to sleep. I breastfed for 5 months and casually switched him to bottle. First putting breast milk in a bottle, then switching it to formula. That's what Tylis said. We had some congrats. Tylis said, let's work out, Chelsey. Yo. Akira said, thank you for having me. This was amazing. She got to hop into her work clothes and head to work. And then I see people dropping their Instagrams. Nee Nee said she also teaches yoga. Yes, if anybody is interested. And she got some little boy clothes. Please take them off of me. So if you guys need any little boy clothes, she's got them. Tohri said, thank you ladies for this conversation. I love this. And thank you, Destiny, for having us. It was amazing. You ladies are so strong. Never forget that being a mother is definitely such a huge title. We do it all. Give yourself grace and be proud of yourself. Her Instagram is Tohri. And I see everybody's Instagram. Ooh, Abby said Pilates is amazing for postpartum. I haven't got on that wave yet, but I want to. And yoga and meditation is key. Awesome. Well, again, thank you guys for dedicating your time to my podcast. I seriously appreciate you guys. I know we went a little bit long. We went long. It was like an hour and a half, which is long in our books. I know we got the mommy schedules. But I really appreciate you guys taking the time to just speak life into everybody and spread your light and your story for this podcast. You guys are amazing. This is my round of applause for everybody. Yeah. If you guys have any questions, or if you didn't get somebody's Instagram, but you wanted somebody's Instagram and for some reason you didn't grab it from the chat or it wouldn't let you grab it, then just hit me up on Instagram. Just message me and be like, hey, I liked what so-and-so said. Like, I can't remember their Instagram. What is? But yeah, guys, thank you so much. And I hope everybody that's listening, I hope you guys have a great and amazing night. And yeah, I'm about to play our artist of the month, Coca, and this is going to be a sample that is available on all platforms. I hope everybody has an amazing night. Peace out.
Coke. All right, guys, we did it. This nigga tryna control me, tryna take over me. My spirit not a remote, can't get a hold of me. Thinking of going remote, can't get a hold of me. This boy be doing the most, just like a OD. Don't owe you, nigga, you owe me. Cheat on me, so now you lonely. Cheat homies like they are only. Don't love you, so now you want me. Possessive, not a possession. Need passive for exorcism. Pass me some extra scissors, cut strings, no ventriloquism. Think he know me, I might quiz him. If he failed, then it's a schism. If he passed, then I'ma get him. Psych, I'm still not fucking with him. Stay apart, just like division. One is some, it's not addition. He entitled narcissism, offer nothing but want me to pay attention. How you mentioned that you missing coke? Seemed like addiction. When you had me, I was feeling low. Soul in the trenches, saying you love me.